Oh my God. Look at that sunshine. Woo! Holy crap. Woo! Light! There's light! Ah!
I'm so far away from home, in this desert of regrets. Never thought that I would have to let you go.
Hello.
I wasn't playing country music this morning.
I heard.
Notice?
I was like, is she working today?
Tell me, how can I forget? If I could travel back in time, I'd lay a blanket full of stars to brighten up the darkness of our sleepless nights.
Look at all this sunshine. Are we actually gonna get clear conditions tonight for sunset? I don't know. You have to stay tuned. Also, you know it's really wet when you have to dry out your cardboard.
I'd find a way to make you smile, but I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
Okay, Ryan and I came up here to scout possible shots for sunset, and we have decided that this spot is definitely not as good as the other spot we took a few episodes ago, because we got this giant convention center, and we're kind of perpendicular with the oil stuff going on over here. But hadn't come up here yet because the view distance has been pretty minimal. Quite a few awesome things to see from up here though. Let me switch the camera around. Those mountains over there are awesome. And all of those. We got some more stuff over there. We're just completely surrounded by glacier mountains. Absolutely incredible. What the heck is that thing?
I'll break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
An absolutely absurd day. Woo!
Words like water in my hands. I guess there's nothing left to say. Never thought that I would have to let you go. I wish that I could make.
All right, I had to change into a t-shirt and shorts, and I'm just sitting here hanging out in the back of the car. It's around 3 in the afternoon, so long time till sunset. Scouted some spots. Didn't necessarily find anything better than what we've already found, so it's really going to depend on the light and what we want to shoot. I think we're going to stay down here, but we might go up to the pass. It's going to be a tough decision. We'll know closer to sunset because the weather can change sporadically here. So stay tuned for that. Hope you're having a great day. It is absolutely perfect here. And I've waited 8 days for this. So the first day I got here, it was like this. And I've held out just waiting here to try to get these conditions. So I'm pretty stoked. Hopefully going to get some epic stuff tonight. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
You stay, but I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
All right, it's been a couple hours since we last talked, and as you can tell, it is now gray and overcast, and that's kind of how the weather changes here. At least I got to see the sun today. Not entirely sure we're gonna get anything for sunset. It's only about 7 o'clock, so still 4 hours from like full-on sunset, probably about an hour, hour and a half till good light. I'm gonna stay down here, might go up to the pass, depending on how these clouds react. Not entirely sure. Right now I am currently borrowing electricity from the library here, considering when you don't drive and you haven't seen the sun for your solar panels in like 8 days, it's kind of hard to keep your battery charged for your fridge. So just borrowing, checking out, if you will, considering I'm at the library. And yeah, so stay tuned. I'm gonna shoot something tonight. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a great photo, but we're gonna shoot something.
Even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me, I will break your fall. Even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
As you can tell, we're not really getting much color here, but we did take a shot. Got the mini tripod going, about a half-second exposure with a polarizer, a layered image with this moving river, a little bit of these bushes, these dead trees, and these mountain and this valley right in the center. Not sure it's gonna work. I'm gonna put it on the screen after I'm done talking and see if we can find anything else. Did not get the light we wanted or expected for tonight, but that's landscape photography. At least got a shot in the bag. Here it is.
But I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me. I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me. Words like water in my hands. I guess there's nothing left to say. Never thought that I would have to let you go. I wish that I could make you stay. But I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me. I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me. I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me. I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
All right, this is sunset. I could say I'm disappointed, but the reality is I can't really be. This place is absolutely gorgeous. I've loved the 9 or 10 days that I've been here, and if that's not obvious, I'm leaving tomorrow. Decided to just get out of Valdez because I've invested 9 or 10 days to try to get those conditions like we got the very first night. Get out of here, mosquito. I've tried to stay as long as I can to get those conditions again, and it just hasn't happened. And honestly, I could probably spend all summer here if I wanted to, just because of how much stuff is here to shoot. But the conditions are very sporadic. It's very hard to predict weather. I've been paying attention to that. Yesterday, I didn't even say we were gonna get sunshine today, and then we got some great conditions to where, we got some great conditions where the sun came out, I put shorts on, I had a short sleeve shirt on, everything was great, and then overcast skies and the wind moved in really quick, and that was that, and this is the result. But I really can't be disappointed because I've gotten some great images, I've learned a lot, I've experienced such a gorgeous place, and I really have a very privileged position here where I just get to move on to another pretty spot and hope for good sunrise or sunset conditions. It's not as if I'm leaving here and I just go back to an office job or something. I get to keep doing this, and a lot of that is in thanks to everyone that's watching right now. So I just want to say thank you again, and it really means the world to me that I get to keep living this life. And it makes it really hard to ever get down even when I'm not taking epic sunset or sunrise shots. And even then, sometimes it's really nice to push myself and try new things, try different shots, shoot the wildlife I've been shooting, and just explore areas regardless of the conditions. So anyways, that is gonna be sunset tonight. Didn't really have many photos to show you, but that's just landscape photography. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can like the video, and as always, if you loved it, consider subscribing. Tomorrow we head north, possibly to go to McCarthy or 𝐒𝐚𝐫 again, because Ryan hasn't been there, and I think he'd really love it. But we're gonna decide once we get to the crossroads if we wanna keep going north to Denali or go over to 𝐒𝐚𝐫 and wrangle St. Elias. So stay tuned, and as always, see you again tomorrow. Later.